treasured Egyptian museum in celebration of unity, culture, and honor. As we continue in our celebration of Her Excellency and our shared Egyptian-Canadian heritage, we are honored to hear from a number of inspiring individuals whose work bridges community, uplifts culture, and strengthens the ties between nations. We begin with a leader in our own school community, Mrs. Bibi Wasfi, a woman whose heart beats for both Egypt
لمصر أيضا. كيري هي واحدة من الأشخاص اللي عندهم رؤية حقيقية، دايما بتحلم بأحلام كبيرة وبتسعى دايما لتحقيقها. هي مش بس قائدة جوه مدرستنا، لكن كمان نموذج يحتذى به في الداخل والخارج، بتنهي مجال شغفها وإيمانها وجهدها لتحقيق وسعيدها.
Please welcome Mrs. Wasfi.
Good morning, Your Excellencies, dignitaries, all our important guests, and most important, my PCC students who woke up on a Saturday morning and came just to be part of this celebration. It is with profound gratitude, excitement, and pride that I stand before you today to welcome a most distinguished guest, Her Excellency Dr. Manal, Egypt's Minister of Local Development to Canada. Welcome, Your Excellency. Dr. Awad, you are not just a national leader in Egypt, but a global figure whose work continues to uplift lives, strengthen communities, and inspire women across the world. Today we welcome you, not only as a minister, but as a role model, a change maker, and a source of deep national pride for every Egyptian at home and abroad. We are gathered here to honor you, your leadership, your dedication, and your visionary spirit that continues to transform local development across Egypt. We thank you for accepting our invitation and for inviting us first to your ministry in Egypt to celebrate in Canada. Your visit reminds us that when leaders work with their heart, purpose, and humility, true transformation happens and is possible. We are also honored to welcome two amazing diplomats here with us today. Our esteemed Egyptian ambassador, His Excellency Ambassador Ahmed Hafiz, and for his first visit to our side of Canada, His Excellency Ambassador Nabil Nikki, our Consul General in Montreal. Welcome to Canada, Your Excellency. Your presence here with us today is deeply meaningful and continues to affirm that Egypt cares about the ties between its expats abroad and the homeland. Thank you for your dedication and your commitment to building and nurturing continued connection with our homeland. To our honored Canadian guests, our dedicated members of provincial parliament, congratulations on your victory and thank you for being with us today. And our wonderful city councillor, Mr. Brad Butt, thank you for joining us today as well. Your presence with us here today speaks volumes to our relationship and our continued work together. This gathering is more than just a ceremony. It's a celebration of connection, of collaboration, and of continued shared dreams to build stronger communities. It's a reminder that when we come together across borders, we can achieve great things. Welcome to Canada, Your Excellency. Welcome to our hearts, and thank you for allowing us to honor you today.
Thank you, Mrs. Wasfi. Our entire Egyptian community came together in 2019 with the presence of the first member of Provincial Parliament, Sharif Sarawi. We were able to see a dream come true. In 2019, Bill 106 was passed and July became Egyptian Heritage Month and became a law in December 2019. One of the driving forces of acknowledging this month and celebrating it yearly is the President of the Canadian Egyptian Heritage Association, Dr. Dignitary.
بحضور عضو البرلمان الإقليمي الأستاذ شريف سبعاوي، وقدرنا نشوف حلم بيتحقق في يونيو 2019 وهو مشروع قانون 106 الخاص بشهر الشروق المصري، وبالفعل أصبح قانونا في ديسمبر 2019. واحد من القوى الرئيسية اللي كانت وراء الاعتراف بالشهر ده والاحتفال بيه كل سنة هو رئيس الجمعية الكندية المصرية للتراث الدكتور مجدي نشأت.
Please join us on stage.
Our dear guests from Egypt, Mrs. Her Excellency Dr. Manal, Mr. Ambassador and Mr. Council, Father Al-Amin and Father Abuse and our guests. Our guests, I would like to welcome you. Special thanks to your attendance with us to see the coordination of the Flumatir Christian College and the Egyptian Heritage Association, Egyptian Canadian Heritage Association to make this event happen. Thank you very much, and we are very proud to see our community working together to present the best in our culture, Egyptian and Canadian culture. I'm very proud to see our students making this wonderful show. Thank you very much, and I welcome all of you. Thank you.
As mentioned earlier, today we are surrounded by many dignitaries who have come to celebrate the accomplishments of Her Excellency. At this time, we invite the Honorable Natalia Kosendova-Bashta, Ontario's Minister of Long-Term Care, the Honorable Nina Tangri, Associate Minister of Small Businesses, along with all the members of Provincial Parliament of the City of Mississauga, to share their few words and welcome Her Excellency and present a scroll of recognition.
Ahlan wa sahlan, ahlan biki. Welcome, Your Excellency, to Canada. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. I'm so grateful to have with my the wonderful MPPs from Mississauga, and of course, my friend and colleague, Sharif Sabawi, the first Egyptian Canadian elected to the province of Ontario. We're also joined by City Councillor Brad Butt. Thank you for joining us. Both Excellencies, the Ambassador and Consul General of Egypt, thank you for joining us. Ambamina. My spiritual mentor, Abuna Angelos, the builder of Mississauga. College to work on the Decent Life Initiative to improve the living conditions of underprivileged communities. And I know that some of you recently led a very successful mission to Egypt because I love seeing the wonderful photos on Facebook, and I was able to chat with both Phoebe and Shoy about the incredible work that you've done. So I am so proud of you that you are rising as young leaders, and your work is inspiring others to support those in need. So a big round to the students of Dignitary. Welcome, Your Excellency, to our beautiful country of Canada, the province of Ontario, and the city of Mississauga. We are honored to have a representative from the great state of Egypt, home to one of the world's oldest and most influential civilizations, whose legacy stands to this day, with pyramids and sphinxes stretching out to the sky. The country that is best known for its ancient wonders, natural beauty, and being the cultural hub of the Arab world. It is Egypt that is the powerhouse of our economy, linking Europe, Africa, and Asia together through the Suez Canal. And our province is a proud home to over 50,000 Egyptian Canadians, many of whom live in Toronto, Mississauga, and surrounding areas. And as I mentioned, my colleague MVP Sharif Sabawi, who is here with us, was the first Egyptian Canadian elected to the office of Ontario, and I think that deserves one more round of applause. And let me just say, the Egyptian community in Mississauga is the pride of our city, especially considering your contributions and your incredible commitment. Your traditions and your way of life, and for that we owe our deepest respect. And these institutions, including churches, mosques, the Canadian Coptic Centre, the Philippitir College, form the foundation of our city's Egyptian ecosystem. And you know, like the great builders that were building pyramids, Egyptians living here in Ontario continue to be great builders here in Mississauga. And a testament to that, Your Excellency, are the cranes up in the sky on Eglinton Avenue, where the church is building the brand new St. Athanasius Newcomer Center, and of course, the project that I'm involved in, the very first Coptic long-term care home in the province of Ontario. And this college, the Philippitir Christian College, is such a wonderful place, because parents have the opportunity to enroll their children in extracurricular activities that allow them to preserve your language, your tradition, and pass them on to the next generations. And yes, since marrying my amazing husband Nina in the Coptic Orthodox Church, I've had the privilege of being immersed in the culture and traditions of Egypt. And I also perfected how to prepare wara'ina, thanks to my mother Annie, amazing recipe, and Sharif as well. Last Easter we cooked wara'ina together, so maybe we'll do it again. And so I can say without a doubt, Mosr Omi Donya. Tonight gives us an opportunity to speak on our shared priorities and values that both the government of Egypt and Ontario have in common. We agree on the importance of empowering women at all stages in life and lifting families out of poverty, a major focus of Dr. Awad's political accomplishments. In the same fashion, Ontario is working hard to ensure everyone has the training that they need to succeed in the world and access to quality healthcare close to home. As governor of Dignitary, Dr. Awad implemented the United Nations Safe Cities and Public Spaces program, an incredible initiative to ensure women and girls can access public spaces free from harassment and violence. And in Ontario, we focus strongly on advocating for bail reform and other measures to keep criminals off of our streets. We've also worked on intimate partner violence. And as a minister of social and economic opportunity likes to say, when women succeed, Ontario succeeds. And I think Dr. Awad would agree when I say, when women succeed, the whole world succeeds. So with that said, on behalf of my wonderful colleagues, the Mississauga MPPs, I extend to you our warmest welcome. May you witness the unwavering spirit of the Egyptian diaspora here in Canada as we strengthen the bonds between both of our countries And inshallah, we'll be hosting you again very soon. Thank you, shukran.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Nina Tangri, the Member of Provincial Parliament right here in Mississauga Streetsville, and Ontario's Associate Minister of Small Business. Your Excellency, welcome. Welcome to Canada, to Ontario, and my beautiful constituency. It's wonderful to see so many distinguished guests, Mr. Bishop Mina, Father Angelos, and I just want to say it's a testament to all of you and the work that you've done, that you have a full slate of Mississauga MPPs here today. We have so much wonderful and caring community, and I just want to do a little bit of a shout out to Dr. Phoebe Wasby. When she had the initiative to put up this school, it's very frightening when you do something like that. But this school is not only tremendously successful, the students leaving here are becoming some of our most caring, wonderful, brightest scholars in the entire country. So congratulations, Dr. Phoebe Wasby. So I won't speak for long, I just wanted to welcome you, and I look forward to seeing you on Tuesday morning at the Ontario Investment and Trade Office, where we'll talk a little bit more about what we in Ontario and of course Egypt can do together. Thank you very much, welcome again.
Thank you. What an honor it is to be here, and I want to thank the Minister, the Consul General, the Ambassador for being here. Father, you know, the Egyptian community has done so much here in Ontario, but not only in Ontario. I was in the Canary Islands about 27 years ago, and on the beach there, it's black sand, it's volcanic sand. And you know who used to go there all the time? Cleopatra, right? Because the sand was good for her skin. But not only that, last year I was in Greece, and the Greek government and the Egyptian government are working on transmission lines from Greece to Egypt to build solar and wind energy back to Greece, to get Greece off dependence of Russia. And that's what we have to do in all of Europe, to try to get them off the dependence of Russia, like we're doing in Poland as well. As being the parliamentary assistant to the Minister of Energy and Mines, this is very important for us here in Ontario. But the Egyptian government, we can work together to build the first SMR in your country as well. So we can have nuclear energy in Egypt, and we can supply the world with nuclear energy. So I want to thank you for being here, and I want to thank the whole community for everything you've done. And as well, Father, about 4 or 5 months ago, I see him in front of my office, and I didn't know what he was doing there. I just found out today that 8 John Street is owned by the Egyptian community. Congratulations on owning that building in front of my office, because there's a lot of Coptic Christians that have come out of that building. So thank you for everything you do, Father, and thank you for all the Egyptian community here today. Thank you.
Thank you. These wonderful MPPs, when you are the 4th one coming up, they've taken all of your talking points, but here goes. Good day, distinguished guests, friends, colleagues, and the children, and definitely your spiritual leaders who are here today. It is a pleasure for me to be here with you. My name is Sylvia Galtieri. I am the MPP for Mississauga East Cooksville, the newly minted MPP. I wish to commend MPP Sharif Sabawa for his kindness and for his invitation. Today is a special recognition. It's being awarded to the Philanthropist Christian College for its continued collaboration with Decent Life as an initiative dedicated to improving living conditions in underprivileged communities. This honor underscores your school's commitment to humanitarian efforts and global engagement. Dr. Manal has had a distinguished career in public service, holding several key leadership positions. Numerous academic professional achievements have marked her excellency career. Dr. Awad has spearheaded numerous key initiatives and events, such as her World Cities Day in Alexandria and the World Urban Forum in Cairo. let us celebrate the achievements of both Dr. Awad and the Philippater Christian College while strengthening the bonds between Canada and Egypt. Thank you. And what I would like to do, I have Roman here with flowers for you, Your Excellency.
Good afternoon, my name is Deepak Anand. I'm the NPP Mississauga Malton. So Sharif is going to go to the last because he's going to speak straight from the heart. Her Excellency, you know, in Mississauga, when somebody is hurt or in a pain, they first call God, Allah, Jesus, whichever religion they are from. The second they call Egyptians, because we've got so many Egyptians in the healthcare sector. And sometimes it's reverse. And that is the contribution to our city. You know, I was listening, my good friend Rudy talked about sending Ontario energy is building the relationship. Today, the world is so polarized. You have an ambassador, you have a counselor of Egypt here, but tell me the truth. They're in Ottawa, they're in Toronto. But look around this room. Each and every one of them is the actual ambassador of Egypt in Ontario. When they do good, they talk about Egypt. So it is, as a leader, I think it is our responsibility. There are certain things the world has done and the generations before us has done to break us, weaken those relationships. And as a leader, and I was listening about you, I look up to you to mend some of those relations and build a better, stronger world. So on behalf of our caucus, I just want to say thank you for taking time to come here and building this relationship. And I'm hoping you will keep coming and we will build a better, stronger world. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, everyone. Honorable Minister Manal, Your Excellency, Ambassador, Excellency, General Counsel, Abuna, Mbamina, all the guests today. I would like to start by thanking the Minister for joining us today to see by yourself how strong is Egyptian discipline in Canada, in Mississauga. In a couple of months, it will be 30 years since I arrived to Mississauga. And I arrived to Mississauga 2 hours after I landed in the airport because Father and Gil sent somebody to pick me from the airport. And since then I didn't leave Mississauga. But since day one, the same night I arrived, I got helped by the volunteers from the newcomers office. I started learning about how volunteerism, how the community work, public work can help people, help immigrants who still don't see around. So since that day, I started looking into how can I contribute my part to the community. So I've been working in reaching out to many of the politicians. Then I worked in reaching out to different communities. And then I had a dream. I borrowed that from Martin Luther King. I had a dream. I have a dream to have representation for marginalized groups because we were all small, different newcomers groups, no representation. I had a dream to be in the parliament. We, of course, with the community support, I could be it. I had a dream to have Egyptian Heritage Months like all the other communities here, Italians and Portuguese and Polish and Ukrainians, and we achieved it. I had a dream to have our first long-term care, speaking our Egyptian Coptic long-term care We got this license and we celebrate the announcement about 3 years ago. Now, I have a dream. I want all the community to start looking into how can we get this dream achieved. We need to build a bridging, trade bridging, relation bridging, connection bridging between Egypt and Canada. There's no better time than now to do that, because Canada is looking for different alliances, looking for more alliances outside the box, and Egypt is good destination for that. I would like to thank the Canadian Egyptian Heritage Association who worked with me day one to get the Egyptian Heritage Month achieved, and in few weeks we're going to be celebrating the 7th annual official Egyptian Heritage Festival in 16, 17, and 18th of May. For the first time, 3 days in Mississauga. It is going to be the biggest Egyptian festival outside Egypt in the whole world this year. So thank you very much. And I would love you all to start thinking, how can we strengthen the relations between Canada and Egypt, business-wise, education-wise, social-wise, tourism-wise. This is my dream. I'm going to work on it. Thank you.
ثواني وانا مخبيش.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I bring you greetings on behalf of the City of Mississauga, on behalf of our Mayor, Carolyn Parrish, and all members of Mississauga City Council, and to thank Dr. Awad for coming to the great city of Mississauga. I know the certificate in here says that Mississauga is the 7th largest city in Canada, which is true. But we are by far the strongest, the best, and the most diverse city in all of Canada. And the city of Mississauga has very much embraced the Egyptian community, not just the Coptic Christian community, but all Egyptians in Mississauga. And I'm so pleased that the Ambassador and Consul General have joined us. You're always welcome in Mississauga. You're always welcome. Please come back time and time again. And of course, the great leadership we've had over many, many years through Bishop Minna and Father Angelos and the other Abunas who have provided such great and wonderful leadership here in the city of Mississauga. So I'm just so pleased that you decided to come and enjoy some hospitality in our great city. And I do have a certificate for you and for Philippater Christian College, but I'll just read the certificate. Presented to Her Excellency Dr. Manal Awad, in special recognition of your distinguished attendance at Philip Victor Christian College in the city of Mississauga. And on behalf of Ward 11, which this is the ward that I represent in the city of Mississauga, we thank you for your distinguished visit to Canada's 7th largest city and celebrate the strong ties between Canada and Egypt. And maybe Dr. Wasfi can come up as well, because we do have a certificate for. I'm so proud of this school. I am so proud that you chose the north part of the Streetsville community, which is my home community as part of the city of Mississauga. It chose Streetsville to locate, wasn't you? It was Father Angelos? Okay, we'll give him all the credit then, Father. And the contributions that you make back to the community, Dr. Ross, you and your staff here and the students, you really put a lot of effort into making the city of Mississauga a better place. So I do have a certificate for you as well, and it just says, in special recognition of your dedicated work and continued collaboration with Decent Life, an initiative dedicated to improving living conditions in underprivileged communities. And so again, on behalf of the residents of the Ward 11 community and of the city of Mississauga, we recognize and thank you for your excellent work in our community and your commitment to humanitarian efforts and global engagement. And thank you again, everybody, for coming today. What a great day this has been. My pleasure. Thank you for coming to Mississauga.
Take some shots.
Thank you everyone for your words and your recognitions. Sometimes in life, you meet someone only once, but their impact stays with you forever. Their name becomes a symbol, a constant reminder of what leadership, strength, and courage can look like. Her Excellency Dr. Manal is one of those individuals. From her early beginnings in scientific research to her role today as Egypt's Minister of Local Development, Dr. Awad has dedicated her life to meaningful change. Her efforts have empowered women, uplifted communities, and redefined what it means to lead with intelligence, integrity, and heart. She has led initiatives to make cities safer for women and children, advanced education, and brought global recognition to Egypt through partnerships, innovation, and her unwavering vision. Honored by UNESCO, UN Habitat, and recipient of the Arab Government Excellence Award, she continues to inspire not just a nation, but a generation.
ساعات في الحياة بنقابل شخص مرة واحدة بس، لكن تأثيره بيفضل معانا على طول. ومثل من الناس دي مشرفنا النهارده. هي الست الجدعة، رمز القيادة الناجحة والأمانة، الشجاعة والتفاني والإخلاص لوطنها مصر. معالي الوزيرة الدكتورة منال عوض. من بدايتها الأولى في البحث العلمي لحد دورها كوزيرة التنمية المحلية في مصر، قادت معالي الوزيرة الدكتورة منال عوض مبادرات كثيرة ونجحت في تنفيذ أول مدينة آمنة خالية من العنف ضد الفتيات والنساء. وسعت بالنهوض في مجال التعليم وجلبت لمصر تقديرا عالميا في شتى المجالات. وحازت على جوائز كثيرة عن إنجازاتها ومنها تكريمها من منظمة اليونسكو والأمم المتحدة للمستوطنات البشرية وجائزة التميز الحقوقي. ولسه بتلمع، مش مجرد دولة، لكن جيل كامل. قبل ما نسمع معاليها نحب نوجه انتباهكم لشاشات عرض فيديو خاص بيعرض لمحة عن رحلتها وإنجازاتها.
النهارده سعيده جدا بوجودي معاكم وبقدم لكم تحيات فخامه السيد الرئيس وكمان دوله رئيس الوزراء. وبشكر الهيئه الكنديه للتراث المصري ومبادره فوجزة انها النهارده خلتنا نتقابل بالشخصيات الجميله دي بالشعب المصري الجميل اللي انا شايفاه النهارده. انا بشكركم على حفاظ الاستقبال وعلى التكريم اللي انا بعتز بيه شخصيا، وبشكركم على العرض الجميل اللي انا شفته النهارده من الطلبه ان هم مرتبطين قد ايه بالحضاره بتاعت بلدهم، وعرض مبهر فعلا، عرض مصر مبهر. كمان انا النهارده برضه بشكر مساهمات طلبه مدرسه البتير على ان هم ساهموا في مشروع حياه كريمه، ويمكن مشروع حياه كريمه ده من اعظم المبادرات في مصر اللي حصلت على ارض مصر يعني. وده يدل على حقوق البلد واعتزازكم بيها، وان هو كمان قدرتوا ان انتوا توصلوا ده لاولادكم وما تنسوهمش الهويه بتاعتهم. وده اللي انا شفته امبارح لما جيت زرت المدرسه، وشفته النهارده كمان في العرض اللي احنا شفناه النهارده. كمان لاحظت في زياره ابنائكم لمصر، الزياره اللي فاتت لما جم زارونا في الوزاره، وزاروا كمان حياه كريمه وزاروا الريف المصري، قد ايه الولاد كانوا سعداء ببلدهم وفخورين بيها، وعرفوا قد ايه مصر اتغيرت، ومصر بقى فيها حاجات جميله كتير جدا. وبدعوكم بقى كلكم كل الموجودين انهم يجوا يزوروا المتحف المصري يوم 3/7، ويمكن احنا هنحاول نعمل دعوه عامه لكل الشعب المصري والجاليه المصريه اللي موجوده في كندا عشان يحضروا افتتاح المتحف يوم 3 يوليو ان شاء الله. تعاونكم مع وطنكم، كمان عشان اقول لكم دايما ان احنا مترابطين ودايما هنبقى مع بعضينا، ونقول لكم ان احنا معا على طول. مصر ما بتسيبش ولادها، وان مصر بتفتخر بيكم في كل مكان انتم موجودين فيه. وبشكركم جدا على اللي انتم عملتوه في ولادكم، وان انتم خليتوا ولادكم بيفكروا في مصر بالطريقه دي. احب كمان اكلمكم يعني النهارده طبعا هو العنوان بتاعنا في حب بلدنا مصر، فاحب ان انا اكلمكم او اطمنكم على بلدكم. يمكن في عدد كبير قوي منكم ما زارش مصر من فتره، وده يمكن اللي انا سمعته امبارح من اولياء الامور اللي كنا قاعدين معاهم. عايزه اطمنكم على مصر وعلى الخطوات اللي بتاخدوها مصر. يمكن مصر في الفتره اللي فاتت دي كانت بتاخد خطوات ثابته جدا في ال10 سنين اللي فاتوا في موضوع تمكين المراه وتمكين الشباب، وكمان في التنميه، وده اللي احنا بنشوفه في مبادره حياه كريمه وفي المدن الجديده اللي انتوا اكيد بتسمعوا عنها. مصر يمكن يعني تقدمت 44 مركز في ال10 سنين اللي فاتوا دول، يعني عام في موضوع تمكين المراه. في عام 2014 كانت في المركز ال 134، النهارده في 2024 وصلت المركز ال90. بنسمع عنها قبل كده يعني. بقى عندنا محافظ مرأة، وعندنا محافظ مرأة تغطية كمان، وبقى عندنا نائب محافظ مرأة وقاضية وطيارة، ويمكن ما فيش منصب دلوقتي في مصر ما بتاخدوش مرأة. على المستوى الشخصي انا كنت من اوائل السيدات اللي يمكن خدوا مناصب في ال10 سنين اللي فاتوا، ويمكن اقدر اقول لكم قد ايه مصر اتغيرت في النقطة دي بالذات. أنا كنت أول نائب محافظ سيدة قبطية، وأول برضه محافظ سيدة قبطية، وثاني محافظ سيدة، وكمان أول سيدة بتقعد على كرسي وزيرة التنمية المحلية. ويمكن من أول ما توليت منصب محافظ دمياط أنا حظيت بدعم كبير جدا من القيادة السياسية، ويمكن ده اللي خلاني أعمل إنجازات كتيرة ملموسة على الأرض، وده اللي ساعدني ان انا احصل على جائزه افضل محافظ عربي. وجائزه افضل محافظ عربي دي بتتعمل كل سنه، بيقدم المحافظين الموجودين في كل الدول العربيه، ودي كانت برضه اول مره يحصل محافظ سيده على افضل محافظ عربي، وده كان ليا الفخر انها تكون من مصر. يعني مفيش ولا سيده عربيه حصلت على افضل محافظ عربي قبل كده، ودي كانت اول جائزه لينا، ودي طبعا أنا تشريف لبلد مصر. المواطن بشكل مباشر. وهدف دايما الوزاره ان احنا نحسن جوده الحياه وبنبني الانسان. ده بيظهر في شكل واضح يمكن في مبادره حياه كريمه، وبيظهر كمان في القرى الاكثر احتياجا اللي احنا بدانا نطور فيها. وكمان عندنا مشروع مهم جدا اسمه مشروع تنميه الصعيد. يمكن في بعضهم كتير من محافظات في الصعيد وعارفين قد ايه الصعيد كان بيعاني زمان من الفقر في كتير من البنيه التحتيه وفي كتير من المرافق. النهارده الصعيد يمكن لو حد فيكم زار الصعيد هيحس بتغيير كبير جدا، ويمكن برضه اولادكم بدون زاروا حياه كريمه قالوا لكم قد ايه الكره اتغيرت تغيير كامل. وده برضه انا سمعته امبارح من اولياء الامور. كمان الولاد على قد طريقه تفكيرهم، يعني لما سالتهم لما كانوا عندي ايه اللي لاحظتوه في مصر اتغير؟ قالوا لي لاحظنا ان احنا بقينا نوصل المشاوير في وقت قصير قوي غير زمان خالص. فده طبعا تطوير كبير برضه في البنيه التحتيه وفي الكباري وفي الطرق، مش بس يعني الشغل ما كانش بس في القرى ولكن كان في المدن كمان، وكان في بناء مدن جديده. ويمكن برضه الملفات المهمه اللي انا عايزه اكلمكم عنها عن وزاره التنميه المحليه هنعمل لها عرض بسيط جدا مش هياخد اكتر من دقيقتين. نقدر اعرفكم برضه ايه الحاجات اللي بتحصل في مصر وتطمنوا على بلدكم. اهاليكم اللي موجودين هناك ايه اللي احنا نقدر نساعدهم فيه. في اخر كلمتي انا ممتنه جدا جدا للقاء الجميل ده، وده ليه مكانه خاصه في قلبي، وسعيده جدا بوجودي معاكم النهارده، وسعيده جدا بالتكريم الجميل ده. وطبعا النهارده هنكرم الطلبه الجمال اللي ساهموا في حياه كريمه من مصروفهم، ودي حاجه احنا بنعتز بيها جدا وبنشجعهم طبعا. موجودين هنا في كندا ويمكن من يوم ما اتولدوا، ورغم كده مرتبطين ببلدهم متفاعلين مع المشاريع اللي بتحصل في بلدهم وبيساهموا بمصروفهم في المشاريع دي. حاجه عظيمه جدا. عشان كده انا جبت نفسي علشان النهارده اكرمهم، وعشان اقول لكم برضه ان مصر دايما فاكراكم ودايما مصر معاكم، وان احنا معا. ومبادره توجذر دي مبادره انا يعني فخوره بيها جدا، لان هي ما بتنسيناش ولادنا في البلاد الثانيه، وبتعمل ترابط ما بين المصريين في كل الدول وبين مصر وبين بلدهم الام مصر. شكرا لكم.
Thank you. Please help me welcome His Excellency Ambassador Ahmed Hafiz.
اعتقد الصوت احسن شويه من الميكروفون، كل الناس بتتكلم كده، لو حد سمع حاجه يبقى يقول لي بقى كده افضل، صح؟ انا مش طالع هنا عشان اقول كلمه، اسمحوا لي اقول بس بالانجليزي، لان جابوا لي النهارده متعاقد علشان ايه اترجم ده للجماعه اللي ما بيفهموش عربي معانا، فاحنا البوليتيشنز الموجودين بنحييهم مره ثانيه، فنديهم بس سقفه اخرى. This applause was for you. So for all the English-speaking audience, I'm going to do something that for the first time I've ever, for me forever, to do actually. So I'll have to test my translation abilities, if you don't mind. So if I'm good, at least I know I have another job if I ever do this. Okay. So Her Excellency, the Minister of Local Development, Dr. Manal, first of all, she expressed her absolute thanks to all of the present here today for the acknowledgement and for the fact that she is seeing this wide and big celebration. So she thanks everybody. There was also an expression of appreciation to the Canada Egypt Heritage Association, Dr. Manal, for making this all happen. She was also thanking PCC School for organizing all of this, and of course, Dr. This was we all love you, so what can you do? So she also relayed a very important message and greetings from His Excellency President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, expressing, of course, his appreciation for all of the daughters and sons of Egypt abroad and for all their achievements. And I'm going to add. person government, basically translated. Anyway, she was also, Her Excellency Dr. Awad, she was thankful of the presence of this distinguished lineup of ministers and MPPs, and for the celebration and for all the love that she's been receiving. So once again, she reiterates her thanks. Of course, needless to say, she has explained about the role of women in Egypt and the strides that have been taken and the empowerment that we all see of women in Egypt, women and Copts, and basically the full spectrum of Egyptians under the entire spectrum of citizenship in Egypt. And women, we have seen, as a testament herself, is here as a minister. We have women governors. We have ministers. We have women in all walks of life in Egypt today. Women and Copts have a special place, and they definitely are part of the Egyptian fabric, just as they are part of the Canadian Egyptian fabric as well here in Canada. And then I think she moved on to what does the local Ministry of Local Development, what do they do? I think, if I may summarize it, Your Excellency, it's the improvement of the quality of life of Egyptians and improving the livelihood of our people. And as such, development of certain communities is a priority. The development of Upper Egypt, especially the Said, we all know it's the southern part of Egypt, so a lot of the communities are definitely being developed as we speak, and in other many areas around Egypt, and all of this is her mandate. So this is what the ministry is doing, as well as, of course, the flagship initiative that was initiated by President Sisi. It is being executed by her ministry, which is the Hayat Karima initiative, the Decent Life initiative. And I think most of you have heard of it. So for those who haven't, the Decent Life initiative is basically, it's called like that. It's an initiative to improve and give a decent life to every Egyptian. And so this initiative is something that Her Excellency is working on. She's also happy to hear of some students at PCC who have actually donated and raised funds for this initiative, and so she intends today to actually recognize them and thank them and acknowledge them. I hope I've done a good job with that.
لما المؤتمر العالمي للاقتصاد كان اللوجو بتاعه هو مفتاح حياة. مفتاح حياة زي ما انتم شايفين، ضلع الرأس هو الأرض، التقط بالضلع الأفقي وهو السماء، فتولدت الحياة على شكل بويضة، لأن ما في كائن حي إلا وبداية الحياة هي بويضة. عشان كده ده كان الصولجة اللي في أيدي الملوك باستمرار، لأنه رمز للحياة ومفتاح للحياة. أنا أحب أقول لهم إن الآلة مجدد فرهبة، بحب أقول لهم إن مصر قوية جدا. مصر بلد عظيم، وإنها الداخل وفي الخارج أن يدعموها أصلا. أولادنا في الخارج لازم نعمل لهم مؤتمر كل سنة عندنا أو عندهم، بحيث إن هم ينقلوا إلينا خبراتهم ومقترحاتهم. وكما سمعت عن طائر العنقاء، العنقاء ده طائر أسطوري، وعشان كده أبو العلاء المعري يقول عنه: أرى العنقاء تكبر أن تصاد، فعلت من شئت له عناية. محدش يقدر يصطاد العنقاء. مصر كثيرة، ومصر قوية جدا لسبب بسيط، إن هو المخزون الحضاري فيها، إنما هو مخزون حضاري 7000 سنة. الجينات ورث، بل أن يعني إذا حبينا حتة الجينات ده هي الجينات، أيضا الخبرات المكتسبة تورث. أنا شايف المبادرة دي مبادرة عظيمة جدا، وإن إحنا نستفيد من أولادنا من الخارج بالعلوم بتاعتهم وتجاربهم عندهم في الخارج، وهيقولوا لنا البلاد اللي هم فيها دي تقدمت إزاي، وحتى إذا كان البلاد اللي هم فيها سلبيات يقولوا لنا السلبيات دي إيه عشان نقدر نتجنبها إحنا كمان، وهكذا. الوطن هو كل شيء، لأن ليست مبالغة حين أقول إن مصر ممكن قوتها تتضاعف عشرات المرات بأولادنا وأحبائنا وأخواتنا اللي في الخارج. فإذا نجحنا إن إحنا نعرف أولادنا في الخارج وعظمة مصر، وزي ما الدنيا حقا، مصر الدنيا، مصر بيولوجيا الدنيا، وعلميا الدنيا، وتاريخيا الدنيا. جاتني هنا زائرة بريطانية وقالت لي، بقول لها جيتي على أهل إيرلاين؟ قالت لي بريتش إيرلاين. فأنا بضحك معاها، قلت لها طيب ما الإيجيبشن إيرلاين أرخص من البريتش؟ قالت لي أنا عارف إنها أرخص كتير، ولكن البريتش إيرلاين لازم أدعمها لأن دي الشركة بتاعت بلدي. ففضلت انها تدفع فلوس اكتر لان دي بلدها، وانها ما تاخدش الارخص مع انها دي بلد، وهكذا. انا روحتي عجبتني قوي. وبرضه بالنسبه للمصريين في الداخل والخارج عليهم ان هم يتبعوا دي، يعني بلدي ايجيبشن ايرلاين قبل اي حاجه ثانيه، حتى لو كانت اغلى من غيرها، ما اروحش ادور على ايرلاين ثاني هنا ولا هنا ولا هنا عشان ارخص من ايجيبشن. لا، أنا أدعم الشركة بتاعتي قبل أي شركة تانية، وقيسي على هذا كل شيء.
الغربة صعبة، كلمة لما بنسمعها بنرجع على طول للمحروسة، ناسها وأهلها وناس شوارعها ودفى شمسها. سافرنا جوانا أحلام، العلم والعمل والسعي، بس ما خلتناش الغربة بعيدة عن حضنها، وفضلنا عايشين فيها وعايشة معانا، نتونس بيها حتى في قلب الغربة. وعشان كده فكرنا ازاي نمد جسور التواصل من قلب المحروسة لكل ولادنا في الغربة. تجارب دايما معاك، مبادرة للتواصل مع كل أبنائنا في الخارج.
الغربة صعبة ولكنها مهمة إذا كان الواحد يجمع من العلم والمعرفة ما يكفي، وما لا يوجد فيه مثله في الوطن. يعني لو انت موجوده في الغربه عشان تجمعي معلومات ما تقدريش تجمعيها هناك او تتعلمي حاجه، ما تقدريش تتعلميها في الوطن، فالغربه مقبوله مع انها صعبه. الوطن هو اللي يعني مسيره الحياه. يعني الوطن بيبقى في دم الانسان وفي عقل الانسان وبيسيطر على مشاعر الانسان. فالوطن هو في الحقيقه ما يدفع الانسان الى العمل والى الرخاء والى الاجابه في العمل. يعني الانسان كلما احب الوطن كلما احب ان يعطي الوطن قدر المستطاع.
دكتور فاروق، احنا اتكلمنا مع حضرتك عن مبادرة توجيزر دايما معاك للتواصل مع ابنائنا في الخارج. حابين ونتشرف ان حضرتك تكون من الرواد الحكماء لمبادرة توجيزر.
الفكرة كويسة خالص، يسعدني طريقات الشغل. الوقت اللي بيحن له ان الصداقات والاخوه والمحبه بالاخوات المصريين والمصريات، ليس هناك شك ان الوعي اللي بره بيبقى حتى مشغول على بلده اكثر من الناس اللي جوه، لكن كل واحد فينا اثبت لنفسه واثبت للي حواليه كلهم ان المصريين دول جامدين وشاطرين ويقدروا يعملوا زي احسن واحد فيهم ومكمل لاحسن شويه. يعني انا كنت بطلع الاول في العلوم الصعبه جدا عندنا في كليه مسؤولي المناهج والمعارف. ليه؟ لان انا كنت بذاكر كويس جدا وبسمع من العلماء الاساس كويس جدا عشان انا اثبت نفسي. مش اثبت نفسي بس ان انا كويس، لا، اثبت نفسي ان انا احسن واحد عشان انا مصري، وانا مبروك من الحكومه المصريه عشان اتعلم عشان ارجع واعلم العيال.
انا سعيده جدا النهارده اني مع مبادره تجابر دايما معاك، لان دي بتوري قد ايه في ارتباط ما بين المصريين في الخارج وما بيننا احنا هنا في مصر. الحقيقه انا سافرت معظم بلاد العالم وشفت مصريين كتير في الخارج وشفت قد ايه هم متشوقين لبلدهم. كل المصريين اللي بيكونوا في الخارج بيكون روحهم وقلبهم مرتبط بمصر، وزي ما احنا شايفين في مصريين كتير قوي عملوا مشاريع عظيمه في مصر زي دكتور فاروق الباز، دكتور مجدي يعقوب، دكتور زهير، دكتور مصطفى السيد، كلهم ما نسيوش مصر من قدام وبيرجعوا يعملوا فيها مشاريع تفيد البلد. وكلنا الحقيقه تجابر فوريفر ودايما معاكم وانتم معانا.
مبادرة تجابر دي عجباني جدا. بتخيل نفسي لو انا بعيدة عن بلدي، بعيدة عن اهلي، بعيدة عن الناس اللي بحبهم، ولاقي حد بيقول لي لا تعالى انت مش لوحدك. في ناس كتير بتفكر فيك وفي ناس بتحبك وفي ناس كتير كمان بتحاول توصل لك، وانت كمان كنموذج ناجح ممكن توصل لهم. يعني تاخد مثل من هنا واحنا كمان ناخد مثل على من هنا. انا شايفه انها مبادره هايله جدا. انت مش لوحدك، المصريين كلهم معاك وبلدك عمرها ما تنساك. وسواء كانت ناس كنماذج بتوريك نفسها احنا موجودين هنا ونجحنا، بس انتوا كمان هناك ونجحتوا. وفي اي حته في العالم كمصريين احنا مع بعض وننجح مع بعض.
الوطن بيمثل، ممكن اقول كده، يعني ممكن اقول ان انا بحس بالوطن يعني انه جزء مني، الايدنتيتي بتاعتي او الثقافه بتاعتي، كل حاجه انا اتعلمتها، كل حاجه شربتها هي بالوطن، فالوطن هو اكيد جزء مني. مبادره تجابر او دايما معاك بالنسبه لي انا شايفه انها مبادره مهمه جدا واساسيه جدا، لان لازم يعني لازم يبقى في مبادرات زي دي من زمان. يعني لازم يبقى في حاجات كده توصل المصريين ببلدهم وتخليهم دايما حاسين باصلهم وهم جايين منين. انا شايفه ده برضه تاني بقول من خبرتي الشخصيه انه اهم حاجه الواحد يبقى عارف هو مين وجاي منين. لو فقدتي ده في الغربه هتفقدي نفسك. فالمبادره دي بالنسبه لي اساسيه جدا في ان هي تربط المصريين باصلهم وتربطهم ببعض كمان. دي حاجه تانيه مهمه جدا، ان هي تخليهم حاسين ان هم يعني في ناس وراهم في مصر، يعني ان هم مربوطين بالوطن ومربوطين ببعض كمان في الغربه. ده ديفنتلي اكيد بيدي قوه وبيدي احساس بالانتماء اكتر بيساعد الانسان ما تتوهش وما تنساش في اصلها ايه. دي حاجه مهمه جدا في حياتك.
شكرا لمبادرة تجابر مصر دايما معاك على ان هي اختارتني اكون معاكم في المبادرة السنة دي، ويعني اتمنى لكم كل التوفيق.
واكد لكم من جديد ان ثقة كاملة وراسخة، وهم أبناء أوفياء من هذا الشعب الكريم، وهم أبناء مصر في الخارج، يقدمون نموذجا ملهما ويضربون المثل في الوطنية. فلأبناء مصر الأوفياء في الخارج كل التحية والتقدير والاحترام.
دايما معك.
The Together initiative is a reminder that no matter where we live, being Egyptian is in our blood. It's who we are. Together is doing something so special. It's reconnecting us to our roots, our people, and a sense of home, even thousands of miles away. It's reminding us that being Egyptian is something to be proud of, and even though we may live oceans apart, our stories, our hearts, and our roots are still intertwined. It made us feel proud, it made us feel seen, and most of all, it reminded us that no matter the distance, we are always together.
دايما معاك مبادرة بتفكرنا إن مهما كنا بعيد آلاف الأميال إحنا دايما مع بعض وإن مصر بدمنا. هي جسر بيربط بين الوطن مصر والمصريين في كل أنحاء العالم. بتسلط الضوء على إنجازات المصريين في مجالات مختلفة حول العالم. كمان بتعرف الأجيال المختلفة بوطنهم ونجاحات وتحديات.
Some stories don't just stay with you, they start something. A movement, a connection, a sense of purpose that brings people together in no ways one could have imagined. What you're about to hear is one of those stories. It was the beginning of something beautiful, a shared mission between hearts in Canada and lives in Egypt. A story that opened our eyes, moved us to action, and sparked a sense of togetherness we know will continue to grow. At this time, Bibi Wasfi to share with us the moment that first connected her to Haya Karima, and how that moment became the seed of something deeply meaningful.
I never like to come up here alone, so I'm going to call how many are you? The honorees. 6 out of 7 young people. You know who you are. Please come to the stage right now. I like to embarrass people as well. That's part of my job. All you do is just stand, because I'm going to say a story. A story of how together, an initiative that was is starting today here at PCC, has started a long time ago without being an official initiative. So we're happy this is happening now. In 2018, I was invited at the time by the Egyptian Ministry of Immigration to attend the World Youth Forum in Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt. It was an experience of a lifetime. And while I was there, I watched as some young people, not much older than these young people on the stage, stand up in front of His Excellency President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and explain how they would like to start some sort of initiative called Haya Karima to help, rebuild the infrastructure of Egypt and really bring change to life. Little did I know that a few years later, I would be invited in the middle of the years of COVID, and us living here in Canada, they were tough years, Your Excellency. We watched and we were jealous of what's happening in Egypt because 90% of the time we were locked up in our homes. We didn't know if we were going to come to school the next day or if we lined up to buy groceries on the street. Only a certain number of people would be allowed into the store. It was very tough. And I received an invitation at the time to attend a Zoom meeting for something called Haya Karima. I have to admit, I didn't make the link at that time between Haya Karima that started in Egypt while I was attending the World Youth Forum and Haya Karima that's on Zoom. I attended, and quickly I realized that this was happening for our friends who lived in the States. And being an Egyptian Canadian, didn't like that. We have our own country here that we live in, and we're proud to be Egyptian Canadians. And so, I remember I attended to the end to understand what's happening. And I went to Father Angelos, the chairman of the Emma Braham charity, and I said, I just attended a meeting on Zoom, and they were talking about how people in the States could donate, and the money and the items that they're getting could go straight to Haya Karima. And it's not fair that we in Canada can't do the same thing. And so I quickly took permission from him and members of the Emma Charity Board, and I contacted at the time Her Excellency Ambassador Nabila Makram, and I said, please, Canada is separate from the States. So Your Excellency, please let Egypt know Canada is on its own. We're not with the States. We were able to work something out. Now, I have my limited resources. Yes, I have an army of teachers. I'm a school principal at the end of the day. So, I quickly thought, who would be the best people to help me? These young people at that time, they weren't this old. These are second and third university students. We are proud to see them standing here as alumni of Lupatier Christian College. We have a lawyer in the making, a doctor, a nurse, a businesswoman, and a few doctors, and we're making a lot of professions up here, Your Excellency. We're too proud of them. I created a WhatsApp group, and I said, I need you guys to come to my office as soon as you arrive to Superior. And and why miss? Are we in trouble, miss? That's initially the first reaction you get when the principal calls you to the office. Mark, you are in trouble, right? So quickly, the questions started to come, and I said, no, I have a project that we want to work on, and we want to work on it together with people in Egypt. In fact, it's under the leadership of His Excellency President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. So I have to say this, Your Excellency. My office door opens, they all come in. So we're going to help the president? We're going to help the president? It seemed like His Excellency was like sitting next to me in the office. So I said, yes, we're helping him. He called me, he didn't call me, okay? I told him lots of stories that day. And we put in our hearts that we will raise money in less than 3 weeks, and we will be the first group in all of Canada, not only to raise money, but to raise awareness about Hayat Karima. And within 3 weeks, we had set a goal of $50,000. I remember Natalia and Sharif, I said, Giving Tuesday is coming up, could you guys make videos? They helped us out. And these guys did a lot. But I helped. I have to take a little bit of credit. So, Your Excellency, to raise money, they would come up with activities in the school. And they would actually, they bought an inflatable snowman, and it's battery operated. I had to wear it. And every kid that wants to take a picture with the snowman, they have to pay $5 going to Hayat Karima. And they had, this was not fun for me, but it was fun for them. We have here something called pie toss. So they fill a plate with whipped cream, and they throw it in your face. I think I raised about $5,000 by myself. Not to let the teachers help, but and from the youngest kids, and they come and they stuff it in my face. And they would just do it so innocently. And they quickly raised $50,000. So first, Farid was the first one to arrive to school that morning, and I said, Farid, we raised the $50,000. And this I'm not happy. I can't be blowing to another snowman. I can't take any more pies in the face. He said, if we raise $80,000, we would have donated 1 million Egyptian pounds to Hayat Karima. And that's what I want to do. And so, Your Excellency, for 3 days, they worked non-stop. They called, they let people know. They put it in the Canadian media and made press releases. They brought Santa Claus and made him say Hayat Karima, which was okay with us. We taught him something. And on the day we were supposed to meet Ambassador Nabila Makram, these young people did not know that they had reached the 1 million Egyptian pounds. And I surprised them on the Zoom. So Together is not an initiative being born today. Yes, it's officially starting today here, but Together started with these young people raising money and raising awareness together with their families and friends and brothers and sisters in Egypt. And together we will always be honored to help and connect our second and third generation. So today, Your Excellency, I would like to ask you to please come to the stage, because it's only suitable that we would recognize Your Excellency, and not only with the school plaque honoring your attendance with us today, but also be the first ones to present the plaque of Together Forever, Day and Night. Please come here.
بس عايزه اقول لهم بقى انا فخوره بيكم جدا ان انتوا قدمتوا المشروع في بلدكم من غير ما تشوفوا، كنتوا بعيد عنها زمان ومن غير ما تشوفوا المشروع، ودفعتوا من مصروفكم ان انتوا تساعدوا مصر وتساعدوا اخواتكم في مصر. فخوره بيكم جدا، وفخوره كمان بتيجي جدا عشان تيجي يعني مصريه من النخاع. ويمكن لما شفتها لاول مره ما كنتش مصدقه انها جت كندا وهي صغيره. قلت اكيد هي جت وهي كبيره وعاشت في مصر المده دي كلها، بس يمكن هو تربيه البيت وان هي اهلها يعني زرعوا فيها من وهي صغيره انها تحب بلدها. فانا فخوره بيكي جدا وفخوره بيكم جدا.
And for the first time, we are proud to be presenting Your Excellency together, because it seems like we started together. Okay, I'll call you one by one, and Charbel will help us out. He'll give a gift that Her Excellency wants to you. So, Your Excellency, as you can see, it was one man and the rest women. Okay? But Farid Doka. Farid, you're in third year of science at the University of Laureate, correct? You just finished third year? Yes. All right, Mireille Adib. Second year nursing at the University of McMaster. Am I right? Second year? Did I get rid of you guys 2 years ago? Thank you. Maria Nasr. Don't stand up for Maria if you won't. Health Science, McMaster University. Sophia Waspi, third year International Business, Schulich University. Natalie Abdel Messiah, third year Health Science, McMaster University. And Miriam Rafael, third year and first year law school at the University of Ottawa.
ادعيهم بقى تبقوا معانا في المرحله الثانيه حياه كريمه. اوكي ريدي؟
Okay, thank you guys. You can have a seat. We're just going to keep Her Excellency up for a minute. We would like to call up to the stage Dr. Magdi Nasha to please present a plaque of appreciation on behalf of the Canadian Egyptian Heritage Association.